Hi everyone, I'd like to introduce Megatron. Megatron turns from a Walther P-38 handgun into the evil Decepticon leader we all know and despise. So this is Megatron in his gun mode. He looks pretty good, I think. I'm happy with how it turned out. Proportions are not too bad. It's a little oversized compared to an actual Walther P-38, but overall I think it turned out alright. So I'll disconnect this little stand here and show you some of the features. So he's got a trigger that actually can move it back and forth. He's got his scope here. Managed to make the gun barrel look okay. He's got the sight at the end. The handle is fairly accurate. I mean, it's a little bit big like I mentioned, but overall I'm pretty happy with how gun mode turned out. So let's get on into transformation. Alright, so first we'll take off the scope. You don't really have to do that, but it just makes it a little bit easier. Alright, then we're going to disconnect the back portion of the gun, which is going to form his arms. The transformation is very similar to the G1 toy. I tried to mimic it as closely as I could, with a few differences that I'll show later. But so basically we need to kind of pry open this part here, this part. That piece likes to come with it sometimes. That's actually supposed to stay. There we go. And get that part off as well. This piece actually turns like that. And so now we have the arms disconnected. Then we just kind of bring them up for now. And I think we'll work on them a little bit later. Next, we're going to disconnect the barrel. It's actually tabbed in right up here, so you just take that off like so, and you can just kind of bring it down and get it out of the way like that. Okay. Next we're going to work on the chest a little bit. You can actually bring this part up carefully like so, and then there's these tiles you just slide in on either side. In the back, these two 1x2 plates you just fold up like so. That forms kind of his torso. So let's leave that for now. Next we'll work on his legs. So I'm going to lie him down right now, and then I'll see if I can move the camera so you can see him a little bit better. Okay, that out of the way. So to do his legs, you need to, they're tabbed together, so you just need to kind of separate them. And then this hinges, goes like that. Now you spread the legs open like so, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flip this piece down, this whole bottom portion, and then we're going to bring that down, rotate it up on this little maxi-fig hand, spin it around, and bring it back down. That's going to form his foot. So next there's a couple hinges here to make. So right now if I left the legs the way they were, they'd be pretty thin, and I wanted them to be a little bulkier on the bottom. So I have these couple of hinges that just kind of fold this part up, and then there's another hinge right here, and this just kind of fills out the rest of the leg. we'll do the same on this side while we have it out. Just bring that down. Move the foot. Bring it up. Spin it around. Bring it back down. And this part, you just kind of wiggle up like that. And you just bring this hinge down. The legs are just about done. Alright, I know he's a hot mess at this point, but it'll get better. Alright, so now we're going to, maybe I'll swing him all the way around, and we're going to work on his arms. So his arms, you just kind of bring open like that, and there's several hinges that you can unfold. Let's see if I can keep my hands out of the way. Which is the best way to do this, maybe there. Yeah, there we go. Then you just kind of unfold these hinges, and these will form his arms. You can see his hand right there. This I have to bring out, like that, and then fold up. That's his hand. And just unhinge the elbow a little bit, like that. Then there's this bottom of his forearm that you just fold up to make a little thinner. Then you have one arm just about done. Then you can do the same for the other arm. So you just unfold it like that. On these ratchet joints. And you bring the hand up, bring it up like that, fold the forearm piece up. His arms are pretty much done. Now we have to try to stand him up in order to get everything where it should be. And this is going to be fun. Alright, hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Alright, so maybe I'll move the camera up a bit. Hold on a sec. It'll get rather tall. Alright, so we bring this up. So for the other side, I'm going to bring, first I have to straighten this barrel out. Kind of bring it around. And then these legs are on a series of hinges. Actually, I gotta bring this all the way around first. And then this little stud tabs in under here. And that kind of secures the leg into place. Like so. And we have the front. So this leg just folds like that. We almost have a robot. We're getting there. So now we have to bring the whole back part where the arms were, bring that up. So you have to rotate this arm here on the T-joint. Like so. Seem to want to cooperate. It's a little tight. Same with the other side. If you guys can see that. There we go. I guess I'll just bring it down. It's being a little finicky. You just have to spin it around like that. Okay. It's a big mess at this point. Alright, so now we can bring the arms up, and the shoulders will kind of rest on that little 1x2. Then start turning around. He's starting to look like Megatron a bit. Just bring the arms down. Bring the arms down. Oops, I think that's actually supposed to be over here. Got disconnected when I first did it. Alright, so we almost have Megatron here. We just need his head soon. But first I want to straighten some things out. Like that. You can actually fold these bits here to form kind of his hips, lower body, like that. Alright, we're almost done. Now we just need to, so you guys can see this, bring up his head. Like so. Getting back here. Almost forgot his barrel. So then you just fold this up. Like that. And then Megatron is just about done. And we just need to reattach his fusion cannon, which was the scope of the gun. Go. That looks pretty good. Alright, now we'll add his fusion cannon. That just fits on his arm. You can actually, here I'll show you the fusion cannon. It's got some tires here. It's got a little hinge right there so it can kind of rotate down just so it doesn't get in the way of his arm. Actually, I'm going to straighten his arm out a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that ought to do it. There we go. Megatron with his fusion cannon. So I'm really happy with how he turned out. I think, it goes from a decent looking gun, and I'm really happy with how robot mode came out. I think overall, I think the legs are okay. There's actually, as far as articulation goes, he's got, hinges on his elbows, so he has a pretty good elbow bend. He's got the T-joints on his shoulders, so he can, bring them, it's a little tight, but he can bring them up, and, they go all the way around, and his head is on just like a T-joint, so it can swivel around. He can look up and down. He's got, due to transformation, he's actually got, a really good knee bend. Like, it actually goes all the way up. I don't want to do it because I'll probably break him. But he's got, his waist swivel due to transformation. So yeah, overall he's got even some foot articulation. He's got a ball joint down here. He's got his hips can come out like that, get him into some good poses. His legs actually can, there's a little ball joint in here, and he can kind of bring his legs out a little. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out in robot mode. Let's do some size comparisons here. So first we'll do the Megatron with Space-Time, my DeLorean Transformer. And he's very similar color scheme. And yeah, he's about a head taller than Space-Time, which makes sense because Megatron and Optimus are similar. Optimus is a bit taller, as I'll show you in a second. Let's get Space-Time out of the way. Get Optimus into the frame. So, yeah, Optimus is a bit taller than Megatron, which I'm okay with. I think they look pretty good together. Like I mentioned in my Optimus Prime video, if I did a leg extension system here. If I put the legs down, they're actually pretty close in height. I'm not going to do that right now, because I kind of like Optimus like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the two of them turned out together, and yeah, I think they look rather nice. So let's see, get Optimus out of here. Megatron back in the front, center here. Oh, I didn't show the side view. So he's got pretty much no backpack. I mean, he's got, you know, the barrel here, but that's kind of part of the G1 cartoon. Back view, I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think he, I like how that looks. And the side view with the fusion cannon, I think that looks pretty good too. So yeah, I think overall, the only thing I wish the barrel was up a little higher. And originally it was vertical, but just due to stability, I had to add an extra piece to brace his shoulder. So sacrifice the verticalness of the barrel for that, which I think I'm glad I did. But anyway, so that's the end of the video. Yeah. So there's Megatron. Hope you like him, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.